OPEC Plus has just decided to reduce production by 2 million barrels per day from November. That's 2% of the total global crude supply, which is about to vanish soon. The vacuum left behind will drive prices of one barrel of oil over the $100 mark. The production cut by the world's strongest oil alliance, of which Russia is a major party, is aimed at stopping the slump in crude prices that have been witnessed recently. Prices fell from highs of over $120 a barrel in June to $80 recently. That prompted paranoia among oil exporters of the world, who were startled by the prospect of their export revenues shrinking due to the falling prices. In comes Russia to motivate OPEC's leader, Saudi Arabia, to lobby for deep production cuts. Soon, the world's largest oil alliance agrees to do Russia's bidding and cuts daily output by 2 million barrels. Sure, all OPEC Plus nations have a lot to gain from the steep production cuts, which will take oil prices above the $100 mark. But first of all, what is OPEC Plus? It's the new de facto OPEC. OPEC has 13 members and is led by Saudi Arabia. However, there are 11 more countries that are major oil producers and exporters, and these constitute allies of OPEC, led by Russia. Together, these 24 countries form OPEC Plus and regulate crude supply and prices in today's world. But Russia has the most to gain out of the production cut and resultant price rise. How's that? You see, the recently announced production cuts represent over 4% of OPEC Plus's overall target production of 43.8 million. But it's not like OPEC Plus countries have been pumping oil and fulfilling the alliance's monthly targets. In August alone, OPEC Plus produced 3.6 million barrels short of its target. Here's another fun fact. The production cut won't apply to Russia. That's because Russia has already been pumping below its target of 11 million barrels per day. In September, it pumped 9.9 million barrels of oil per day. Yet, Russia profited tremendously from the high oil prices earlier this year. It will do so again without having to cut down on production like other OPEC partners. For example, Saudi Arabia needs to cut production by 0.5 million barrels per day. Iraq needs to cut production by 220,000 barrels per day, and the UAE needs to cut it down by 150,000. Russia, on the other hand, still has the leg room to expand production by 0.6 million barrels per day. That, coupled with an expected oil price rally, will result in incredible windfalls for Moscow. The United States, along with the European Union, has been desperately trying to hurt Russia where it hurts the most. On the energy front, the West has been pushing for an oil price cap, but with one move, OPEC Plus has rendered that push toothless. Now that global oil prices will begin their rally, there is no way a price cap mechanism will remain feasible. Instead, Russia is all set to begin reaping more revenues out of oil exports. This is why the White House has accused OPEC Plus of quote-unquote aligning with Russia. Do you think Russia has outsmarted its adversaries? Let us know in the comments.